Hey Dorcas. I was just having a look at the test, and to answer your question, I don't think you can convert an assessment into a smart lesson. Unfortunately, it's easy to go the other way, to go from a smart lesson to an assessment, but I don't think there's an easy way of going from an assessment back to a smart lesson. But what you suggested sounds reasonable. Like just give it to the kids as an assessment that they mark themselves. I think that'll work. I just noticed that when I was having a look at the questions, that it seems like you've got all the questions. Well, firstly, you've got this questions folder. But basically, the folder structure just seems to be a little bit odd, and I thought it might be worth cleaning it up. Um, so at the moment, you've got all your questions in this folder called column multiplication. So all the questions are in that folder, and then you've got. So I guess this is your question on column multiplication, which is fine. Then after that, you've got a folder called rounding based on given values. And then after that, you've got, within that folder, you've got another folder called rounding based on given values. So I guess it'll make more sense to have this question in line with that question and then delete this folder, for example. That's just one thing that you could do. But it probably also makes sense to have, rather than having this folder called rounding based on given values, inside this folder called column multiplication, have it outside that folder, so it's on the same level, if you know what I mean. And yeah, it might pay to tidy that up, because that way, what you can do is, well, I guess it depends on how you want to do it. Do you want to make the questions random? Like, do you want to make the order random? That would make sense. So you could randomize the question order, and then within the groups, so what that'll do is if you have all the groups on the same level within this top folder, it'll randomize the order of the group, and then if you want them to, then you could just have like within each folder you could just have it. You don't have to randomize. So if you had this randomized but not this randomized, it would just give it to them in this order, which might be what you want, or you might want to randomize within the folders as well. So randomizing at this level will randomize the folder that's chosen, and randomizing at this level will randomize the questions that are chosen within that folder. But I think it makes sense to have like your folder levels sorted out. So you've got highest common factor, and then you've got division within the highest common factor folder, whereas it would make more sense to have it on the same level as the highest. Well, actually, it make more sense to have it on the same level as the multiplication folder. Yeah, hopefully that helps.